Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. 151, hey, what a roller coaster it's been the last couple of weeks. And I guess I just wanted to put my 2 cents into the ring and talk my opinion on it all. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if you want to become a channel member, also please sign up. It's not very much per month and allows you to shoot me an email with any personalized Pokemon investing questions. Anyway, on to the topic at hand. 151, like I was saying, what a roller coaster it's been the last few weeks. Hey, it's just one thing, if anything, if I have one argument about the whole thing, one thing that points out more than anything is just how emotional people can get about it. And it's really one of the biggest arguments I give towards investing, particularly in Pokemon. The first argument I give is it really should just be 5% of your portfolio. That's the first part. It should be the fun part, because a lot of other parts of investing are quite boring. Investing into funds and bonds and stocks and property can be quite boring. This is the fun investment. Enjoy it. That's the first bit of advice I always give. 5%, and it's the fun investment. The second bit of advice I always give is take the emotion out of it. Like, yes, it's fun and it's Pokemon, but if we're getting emotional during this wave of what can happen, then you're really not investing in the hobby. You're speculating and almost wanting things to go up instantly to make massive gains. Pokemon 151 is a hard one because I made maybe some flippant comments about, in Australia here, it got as high as like 320 Australian dollars at one stage. And I think back when it was around 260, 270, I said, hey, look, it's probably not a bad buy, particularly if you're looking to hold it long term. Now, obviously, that comment was followed up, but hey, of course, there is always a possibility that this set could be reprinted. It hasn't been out for very long, which it hadn't at the time, and it could get reprinted, and it's proven that it will get reprinted. Now, the first bit of advice I'll give is it's a great opportunity to dollar cost average yourself. If you bought in at 270 Australian dollars, which is probably, 180 US dollars, this is a great time to dollar cost average and give your percentage, I suppose, your input into that product down, or bring that input into the product down. So it's not the worst thing. Like, we shouldn't get so emotional about it. It's crazy what's happening out there. 151. So on that comment, it wasn't a bad time to buy at 270, but also, it could get reprinted. Obviously it has. This is, like I was saying, a great time to dollar cost average yourself and level the playing field, so to speak. Because you know what? This set will rebound incredibly quickly. Now, I'm not going to speculate on what exactly is going to happen. It's been a weird time, of course. It's only April, and we're seeing, is there extra stock coming into the market early? Has that reprint happened early? Or is it just a bunch of hoarders of the product, dumping product, waiting for a bigger wave coming in May, therefore, the price dropping even further, so they're dumping their product at a particular price. Now, either way, I guess the whole argument behind this is don't get so emotional about it. Now, to elaborate on that comment a little bit further, let's look exactly what Japanese 151 and English 151 has done for the hobby. It has brought so many people back into the hobby, like so many people. I get so many emails, so many comments in the sections of these videos around people saying, hey, Pokeoz, like 151 is what brought me back into the hobby. Can you give me some investing options of what I should, or where I should park my money? And it's phenomenal how successful this Pokemon card set has been. I've done videos on it before, so I don't need to go into the ins and outs of why this set is so successful. But we need to remember that this set has brought so many people back into the hobby, and really, Japanese 151 booster box, I haven't had as much fun opening one of those booster boxes as I have opening a card product in a long, long time. Whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh!, whether it's Pokemon, whether it's Dragon Ball Super, whether it's Magic the Gathering, I haven't had as much fun opening a sealed box as I have opening Japanese 151. It is so much fun. Like, what Master Ball Holo are you going to get? What special art rare are you going to pull from the set? Like, it is just heaps of fun. Are you going to get the Charizard? Like, there's just this tiered chase to it. It's such a fun box to open. It's such a stellar set. There's so much nostalgia obviously attached to Japanese or Pokemon 151, and therefore the Japanese 151 booster box. I really think we need to take our emotion out of it and just go, okay, this is what happens from time to time. This is the wave that we ride. That we ride. People were like, so happy to buy it at 200 US dollars, and all of a sudden there's talks of reprints, and people aren't happy to buy it anymore at 150 US dollars because they want it, or 100 US dollars because they want it to go down to 50, which is great because, like I was saying, you can dollar cost average yourself out. But man, it showcases how emotional people can get about this. We don't really know what's coming for 151, do we? We don't really know how big a reprint it's going to be. There's talks, of course, of stores taking so many pre-orders that they cannot fulfill them, and maybe the allocation's smaller than what the expectations were, and therefore people are either getting their orders cancelled or being asked to reorder at a higher price than what they were. Like, it's so turbulent at the moment. What's going to happen in that space? I can tell you exactly what's going to happen in that space long term. I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen in that space over the next 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, other than it's a good time to buy. It's never going to be a bad time in the next 12 months or the previous 6 months to have bought yourself Japanese 151 if you plan on holding it for a long period of time. Down the track, in 5 years' time or 10 years' time, I think you're going to wish you bought yourself Japanese 151 at 80 US dollars or 100 US dollars or even 150 US dollars, because it's not going to be that price in 5 or 10 years. If your aim is just to buy it and flip it in 12 months' time and make heaps of money off it, you might well be disappointed. If your aim was to buy it 3 months ago for 150 US or whatever price it was in the US 3 months ago, and flip it for 300 US by now because you thought maybe a reprint wouldn't have happened and it would be up to 300 US by now, well, you're really just trying to flip product then, aren't you? You're not really investing in it. And that's the whole premise of this channel, is just enjoy it. Like I said, that 5%, the 5% of your total net worth, have fun with it. Don't stress about these ups and downs. They will come. And I can tell you now, they're going to come more. There's going to be other sets throughout Scarlet and Violet, and perhaps even some ladder, sword, and shield sets. I'm not saying that's going to happen. It's very unlikely. But perhaps even some ladder, sword, and shield sets. Who's to say Lost Origin won't get another small reprint? Extremely unlikely. Very, very unlikely. But if it does, what do? We ride it out. It'll be fine. If we're holding product for 5 or 10 years and a set has some clearly strong fundamentals like Japanese 151 has or Lost Origin has, it'll do just fine in 5 to 10 years. So my advice, don't stress about it. If you can pick up product cheaper than you ever have because there's a reprint happening, well, great. Because in 5 to 10 years, if you've still got sealed boxes of it, you're going to be sitting on one hell of a product. Hopefully that gives a little bit of a more nuanced and sensible take on what's happening in the Japanese 151 space at the moment. I'm Michael, this is Poke Oz, and I'll catch everyone next time.